Continuing. Oh. Yes. Kinjo, what's going on here? No, my might gain. Don't do this to me. Why? Why is it... It goes up even higher each time. Okay, fixed it. Damn it, I got tricked. You got tricked? It's locked. Eh? Locked for what reason? Somehow Monokuma said that he was going to prepare something. Was this his purpose? Monokuma's real purpose was to lock us up in this ballroom? You can't do it. Referring to, getting your old clothes. That's what he meant by it. What a rotten individual. Wait a minute, what about our clothes? I'll go to the dressing room for a minute. Oh, what? Do I have to sit here and wait? Oh, yes I do. No way! The clothes we had, our belongings, all of it, it's gone. And here I always think, what if someone just thought, I'm gonna take my student handbook, and just put it in my dance clothes. For the women, it would be difficult because they're wearing dresses, right? And the dresses typically don't have any pockets or anything. But like one of the men could, put it in their jacket because usually maybe Monokuma is like very specifically made sure all the dress pants had no pockets. And all of the jackets didn't have like that pocket on the inside of them. Jackets usually sometimes have a pocket on the outside too, but usually that pocket is sewn closed from the tailor or the factory. And you actually have to cut it open if you want to use it. So you can't really count on it, have your jacket having that. If it's just a jacket you're grabbing off a hook in the situation like this. All of it, it's gone. Ah! That means we really on our own in the ballroom? Hold on. Where are Kobashikawa and Iranami? They're staying in the dining room eating food. Kinjo, wait, where are you going? What's wrong now? Monokuma said, about the food. It is not unlimited. There is only plenty, is what he said. Ah, let's go back to the dining hall quickly. Haru Iranami. What, you guys are running. What's wrong with Kinjo? This guy. Did you eat it all? Oh, of course, why would I leave something so delicious? Did you want some? Sorry. This idiot. Cool off. Why are you like this all of a sudden? Hey, let go. Kinjo, what are you doing? Maeda, what about Monokuma? Yeah, what? I called it in a minute. I don't know what Zephirum thought that meant. And then, when I went to see you, he was gone. What's with this guy? Can he even take a joke? Unfortunately, it's not a very joking situation right now. What the heck is going on? Are you all turning blue in the face? The ballroom door is locked. We are locked inside the ballroom. What? It's the same thing again? That does not make any sense in the context of that conversation. It makes sense in the context of Danganronpa in general, but not in the context of the conversation. It's probably not what leads you meant to write there. I think we've been caught in Monokuma's trap all along. Is this a big deal? What do we do? I see. But why did Kijo do that to me? How long does Monokuma intend to keep us here? I don't really know. Unlike the dormitory's dining room, which had infinite refills, the food here is limited. That is, even if we split everyone's piece little by little, it won't be enough, because the two of you ate it all like pigs. Now you're going to be angry, aren't you? But how did you know it won't be the same? Like in the dormitories? Because Monokuma said so, you... I can't think of an insult. Is the same. The food is depleting now. I don't know what Monokuma is aiming for. But I don't like it very much because you've exhausted the food that he prepared. Akari, where are you going? Don't talk to me. I'm going to investigate. I don't have time to spend blanking like you. Hey, are we really trapped? We can't guarantee that yet, but the door isn't opening. It would be nice if there was an emergency exit somewhere else. The clothes we took off are also gone. For the time being, I have to keep wearing a dress. This uncomfortable thing for days? Damn, this is no joke then. It seems like we've eaten all the food. What are we going to do? I'm so sorry. I'm guilty of dying from hunger. It's more so, I deserve to die from hunger. Probably is what he's meant to say. Calm down. We might be able to get out right away. There might be something that we don't know yet. But how do we do that? Kinjo and Makari seem to have gone to investigate. For now, let us investigate. Until Monokuma shows up, there is nothing we can do about the ballroom. Because we don't know anything yet. Yeah, the ballroom seems to be bigger than I expected. Maybe there are clues that weren't in the other rooms. So think positively and let's research. Haha. Tyra, why are you laughing? Sorry, I did it unconsciously. We fell into Monokuma's trap again, even in the same ways, but I didn't give up. Because I was relieved by Maeda-kun's decision. Really? Thank you. When did I get salt in my eyes? Which is probably not what the phrase is. It probably has something to do with looking at Yuki and Akane. Whatever, let's just hurry up and investigate. Does it mean when did he get jealous or something? If we had been the way we had been, I think, up until this morning, we would have given up everything and fell into despair at this point. The party held by Monokuma for this trap ironically revived our bonds. Yeah, that's what it was supposed to do. We haven't given up yet. If I investigate without giving up, I'm sure. It's like, yes, the mastermind says that I want despair, and that's my only reason. But it always seems like the mastermind actually just wants to have fun with the killing game more so. And so if there's so much despair that the killing game can't happen, how the mastermind wants, the mastermind will like divert and like try to relieve the despair. Not quite, kind of a bit disingenuous, isn't it? Oh, Maeda-kun, look at the refrigerator here. Now, of course, if you were to like challenge Junko on that, she'd probably say, well, it's not just to maximize the localized despair of the students in the school. It's to... I'm trying to bring despair to everybody watching the show. And so, the more I can, like, build up and beat down the characters, the more despair I can induce. V3, though, made a little more sense in this regard. I forgot to read that. But it looks like a normal width refrigerator. It doesn't seem like anything special. I don't mean that. Look at the contents. Yeah, there's some more food. Yeah, it wasn't that we ate everything a while ago. It's not as much as we ate before, but it's still plenty, so I wouldn't worry about food problems at least. Yeah, just wait. I see. I'm not gonna read that. Would you like to tell Haru and Satsuki soon? I feel kind of sorry for them. Okay, I will. Damn it, it won't open. We already said it was locked. You weren't kidding. This is our situation now. Me and Sasaki ate the limited amount of food. Isn't that right? What do I do? I'm sorry, Maeda. What the hell have we done? Now, maybe we're done for. We can't get out of here like this. Calm down. We should be able to get out soon. We haven't done a proper investigation yet. Maeda? Yeah, I'll try. In the sense of paying the cost of this sin as much as I've done wrong. I'll work harder than anyone in the investigation. Yeah, he's gonna pay. He's gonna die, actually. Anyway, that's right. Rather, if we couldn't find anything on the 4th floor, that's kind of foreshadowing, isn't it? We are now able to search a new area, so keep that in mind. Maeda, you... Yeah, what is it? No, it's just that you're back to your usual Maeda. I'm thankful for that. Yes, the plot must go on. We still have to have a character to play as. That sounded the same as Tyra. Well, it's definitely the same in the ballroom, even though it's a desperate situation. Huh? It feels lighter compared to the dark feeling before my eyes a few days ago. Hope is not about finding it, but to create it. Let's keep those little teachings always in our hearts. Kinjo, you're here. Maito, what about the others? I told everyone the entrance to the ballroom was locked, so I'm investigating the ballroom, because it's unknown to us. This is pathetic. Even though I knew clearly that Monokuma was up to something, I got my... I don't know what the phrase is. Basically, I got beaten in an instant. That was unavoidable. Monokuma would have us play around with... would have done something to make his plans work out somehow. By using the school rules. By the way, what is wrong with this room? Or it probably should be, what's up with this room? I don't know. I'm investigating right now. So, can you let me be alone? Honestly, it's a bit of a special treatment to say this to you. My head goes around with the others, but I can't talk to them anymore. With guys who ate all the food we have left, or girls who attempt to murder people. Kinjo, you still are thinking like that. Up until now, I have helped in the trials and tolerated this because something like you were close to me. The result of such a dull act is, after all, the imprisonment in this ballroom. I've decided I'm not going to communicate with anyone anymore, and I'm going to investigate for myself only. This should include you as well. Why are you suddenly doing this? Leave! At that moment, I remembered what transpired when the 4th floor just opened a few days ago. At that time, Kinjo was shaking in his heart. I couldn't say anything to Kinjo because I was on the verge of going crazy at the time. Yeah, I was able to control my mind because I sad Tyra and the others, but Kinjo continued to stay. Huh? I don't know. Oh, I was able to recover my mind, but Kinjo did not. I don't think I'll be able to continue to talk with Kinjo right now. Let's leave him for a while. Okay, what do we do? I was already in the same situation inside the school, but now I'm in the same situation, in the same school as the ball. In the ballroom, I was already trapped inside the school, but now we're in the same situation, but now in the ballroom. I originally wanted to go outside the school, but now I'm just satisfied with going outside of this place. Was this what Monokuma was aiming for? It's okay, think positively that we can get out soon. We haven't searched this place properly yet. Okay, by the way, Tatsuki tried to investigate a corridor, this corridor hotel like the rest of the rooms. The rest of the rooms are all locked except for the iron gate in the middle. These doors looks like there are locks on them. It's definitely a hotel-like atmosphere. It even has a number on each room. In a way, this kind of looks similar to... It feels like a new dormitory. Dormitory? Private rooms? No way. Satsuki, the fortune teller investigator. Actually, I want to rest now. Even though I'm late, I'm so sorry. I ate all your food. We need to keep looking. Adios. Rooms that feel like dormitory rooms. It can't be. Right? No way, what the hell? In the room past the iron door, in the deepest part of the ballroom, was the most shocking one we had found at Hosuki Academy so far. Axes, knives, various firearms, specialized in killing people. To murder. Only for murder, all together in one place. What in the world are they doing? What? Don't talk to me. Kurokawa, what the hell is all this? Kurokawa, what's wrong? This sign. A mark in the form of two overlapping moon characters, that's correct. It felt unusual, but before noticing that, I felt like I knew this mark somehow. It's also used to mean month. Gatsu, right? Month. Or sometimes Getsu. It depends on... I forgot, like... So, Shingetsu, Raigetsu... I don't know why. Kurokawa, you know what this mark is? The Kisaragi Foundation. It's the mark of the Kisaragi Foundation. The two moons. The overlapping characters symbolize February. Kisaragi means... Oh, so it's like... Kisaragi. Combine the two means... Lunar February. What are you even... Linju didn't know what this meant. Not Linju. Zephirum did not know what this meant. Say Kisaragi means Kisaragi. It's not helpful at all. Kisaragi Foundation, what is that? It's not a publicly known company, but to anyone who knows, it's a high-tech industrial company that develops and supports a wide range of home appliances, smart devices, even robotics. So it owns GE. There was such a company. I had no idea. However, the name Kisaragi. Where have I heard that name somewhere before? It's certainly a surprise that the big company in the dark is related to Hosuki Academy, but it's not surprising that the I don't even know what this is supposed to say. What's a cone tree? What's a cone tree, Zephirum? That you are like obsessed with an exorcist woman. Kurokawa. The Kisaragi Foundation is represented by the next generation, with a family something like that. Okay, it's passed on in a family. Now that's very Danganronpa like, by the way. I forgot the name of that corporation that like made the air purifiers in Ultra Despair Girls. Anyway. Now, I definitely remembered the second generation representative of the Kisaragi Foundation was Kisaragi Hanzo. Kisaragi Hanzo, that's the owner of the graduation album I found in the science lab. I said it was said the name as if I thought I heard that name somewhere before because I really had. Just a few days ago, I saw that name in the album the yearbook I accidentally discovered. You obviously know Kisaragi Hanzo since the third floor when you heard the name. Oh, you obviously know Kisaragi Hanzo, talking to Kurokawa, Because when you heard that name, you were surprised. And now you are in this position, seeing the mark of the Kisaragi Foundation. Mikako Kurokawa, I shall ask you, do you know something? Say it, what are you hiding? That's... Kurokawa, what's wrong? Hikaru, I understand you, but let's do this later. I mean, Kurokawa's not in good shape. Even that act is suspicious. Whenever you try to tell us something important, you fall down. Are you trying to evade the answer by pretending you have a headache? Hikaru? Someone has remote control somewhere. Whatever, I think I finally caught the hint. I'll take it slowly, Miss Exorcist. Despacito. Kurokawa, are you okay? Can you stand? I am okay, thank you. I left Kurokawa alone and began to look at the mark of the Hisaragi Foundation. Seems from what Mikaru said, she seemed to know something, and she looks very lonely. I missed somebody in the middle here. We haven't seen Otori yet. I forgot where Otori is. There he is. I heard it from Tyra, and then I've come here just because. And it was really true, all of our clothes are gone. Yeah, we have no choice but to keep wearing our clothes from the dressing room. But if we are trapped in the ballroom, why did he remove our clothes? Maybe, did we put something inside our clothes? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, the electronic student handbook. Alright, I always carried it in my pocket. Then the reason for taking the clothes might be because of the e-handbooks. Why did you just take the handbooks? Where would you even use the e-handbooks here? Will he give us our clothes back? That school uniform is one of a kind in the world that I made myself. It's alright, calm down. There we go. 22 minutes. So, after roughly looking around the ballroom, we decided to gather in the dining hall and talk about our own investigations. Everyone, how was the investigation? Well, I don't think I've got any satisfactory results. The entrance was locked tightly. All of our clothes were gone. Let's think calmly. Why did Monokuma imprison us in the ballroom? We are in the same state as Hope's Academy, but so why do it in another room? To starve you, why? Let's think in reverse. Is it because there's a reason why we shouldn't be walking outside? Why we can't go outside? I don't know yet, but there may be a reason why that would be the case. For Monokuma's circumstances, don't you think this is an opportunity? If Maeda's words are true, if we escape from the ballroom at this point, it would take Monokuma by surprise. Yeah, if Monokuma is currently doing something outside we don't know, then that's a decisive clue towards escaping from the school. Yeah, so Monokuma... Why Monokuma trapped us here? In other words, an opportunity to escape from the school. Impressive, Maeda. Leader, the birth of a new super high school level leader. No, don't be happy. It's only hypothetical in the end, but in order to accomplish this, we have to somehow leave the ballroom. Yeah, how do we break through the iron gate with that entrance? Can I shoot a bazooka or something? Say something that makes sense. No matter how crazy it is, this is Hope's Academy. You think there's such a thing here? Not only bazookas, but there's also pistols, machine guns, and axes too. Satsuki-san, what do you mean? There's a corridor with multiple rooms, and in the back aisle there is a private room. There's a door that leads... back aisle there are private rooms. There's a door that leads to a place. There are various weapons. Weapons? That room was as if it were asking you to choose what you wanted to use, like an archive of weapons display. And there wasn't any sound coming from outside. I think it's soundproofed. No way that Monokuma is like giving us a weapon and telling us to do a battle, giving us ups and telling us to do a battle royale. I don't really know the purpose behind it. Anyway, if we destroy the door like Hiranami says, we'll be executed for vandalism in the end, so it's not possible. Alright, shucks. Let's not enter in that room ever again, it's dangerous. and Kinjo will just hang out in there for forever. In the end, it's urgent that we still, urgent, and we still have yet to find a clue to get out of this ballroom. There was a suspicious room, but the room had nothing in it. Well, thanks to this, our sense of purpose has become clear, right? Somehow we gotta leave the ballroom and take Monokuma's expectations by surprise. Yes, it's better than wandering outside without any hope like a few days ago. Yuki just makes up something to be positive that he probably knows is not true. However, this is just a story of possibilities in the end. The reason Monokuma trapped us here is unknown, and even if I'm right, it won't be easy for all of us to find clues. But we still believe. If there's a small chance, that's a near zero possibility, that will create hope. In fact, there's more bad news. The idea about the Kisaragi Foundation, that Kurokawa was being a suspect, and what Kinjo said in the school office. But I couldn't say them. I will only create confusion. For the same reason, I shut my voice for a few days, but it's different than this. At that time, I hid the facts to escape from reality, but this time, it's all about hiding in order to move forward together. I'll tell them someday when the time comes. For now, let's just think about escaping with everyone. I was thinking naively. Our opponent is Monokuma, and made for certain that it would not be easy. Why I locked you guys in? Well, my Anakin's hypothesis is very interesting. But can you really get out of the ballroom? Ah, yes, this is the end of your free time. There will be an important announcement, so for now, please come to the dance hall. Monokuma? Finally appeared, you rotten bastard. A big announcement? What is it? I'm not sure, I'm nervous, but we can't say no. Let's go. Remember, it took 8 hours to get through Chapter 4, like the entirety of Chapter 4, on the original build of this for me. What's the catch? We gathered in the dance hall as directed by Monokuma. Immediately after, Monokuma handed 8 keys out to us. On the keys we received, the name tag, on the key I received, the name tag Room 1 was hung on the keyring. Everyone got it right. Don't ever lose it, because that key is to your only lodgings, where you will spend your days here. Lodgings? I'll explain things step by step, since you guys are also curious about things. The reason I called you to the ballroom, and the reason the door was suddenly locked, and the reason as to what I'm going to do now is, it feels a little bit early, but I want to announce the motive. Not another motive. The motive this time is... It's another video. Nah, there's nothing like that. The motive this time is that you guys stepped into this very ballroom itself. What do you mean? There's only one thing I'll tell you guys from now on. This ballroom is locked, and it is impossible to leave or get out. That's why the only way is that you kill someone. What do you say? I don't get it. I don't understand this. Don't you get it? I am evil. Is that clear? Oh, was there too much explanation there? Simply put, you guys can't leave the ballroom until a murder happens. That's what I mean. What in the blimey? Are you telling us you have to murder in order to get out of here? That's right! It's the same outcome as ever. Of course, if you kill and pass the class trial safely, you can leave the ballroom and the school in one go. This is just nonsense. No, this is just Danganronpa. Don't worry too much. This time I even prepared an arsenal for a more adequate murder plan. So go ahead and start killing. Oh, but I won't admit suicide. It is absolutely forbidden to kill yourself. Huh? How is he gonna punish? It's the first time I noticed that. This is like, I just kind of glossed over this this line made some comment about like punishing somebody for committing suicide, how it doesn't make sense. But now that my leading hypothesis, I'm not going to reveal. I haven't said this before. For how the murder that does happen at the end of this chapter went down is it was actually a suicide. However, it might have been accidental. It's that Kobashikawa accidentally kills himself. Huh. But, like, how does that matter? We punish other people. I don't get how you punish. Keep in mind that I'll just treat that act like a dog's death. I mean, he would not let everybody else out of the ballroom if one of them committed suicide. But that's not how he behaved. I don't know. I wonder what they're going to do with that. That's interesting. It's like it doesn't. What about it doesn't actually explain. It doesn't actually say that the murder wasn't a suicide, but it's because it's not clear what Monokuma would actually do if there was a suicide. Who would listen to what you say? Even if you block us, we can still escape. You can? Sorry, but it's impossible. Currently, there's only one entrance to the ballroom. It's only the main entrance to the ballroom, to the dance hall. On top of that, the door is made of the same material as the front door of Hope's Peak Academy, with the strength to withstand even a nuclear bomb. There's only one way to open the door of the ballroom. It only registers the East Electronic Student Handbook. The handbook? What is it? That means you can go out at any time, right? The handbooks were always in our pockets. Ah, the clothes. The clothes. I mean, it's like not even Kinjo put his handbook in his new clothes. If your clothes get dirty or ripped, in that case I brought them to your private rooms. On the first floor, aren't I kind? From the beginning, this was the purpose? To put us in the ballroom. To induce murder. No, that's a little strange. Monokuma, surely you remember writing a memorandum. In accordance with the rules that you promised that you wouldn't do anything during the party. Are you going to say all of these were empty words now? I haven't done anything that violates the memorandum, did I? Very Rumpelstiltskin. What are you talking about? You've done a lot of things here. No one said during the party. I recall until you guys get lively again. You know what I mean? That's what it means. After the dance and eating delicious food, you guys went back to your usual selves. Because you rejuvenated. The memorandum wasn't violated. Don't be ridiculous. So you're trying to make a joke or something? Yes, this whole thing is a joke that involves killing people. Yes. Exactly, dude. But it's true. It is logically perfect. If you don't feel different, try and refute it. You. No, hold it. I've never been happy at a party, and I've never laughed or stayed to chat. As you said, I wasn't necessarily upset, but this is an obvious violation. That's because I didn't specifically identify Kinjo. I said you guys as an unidentified majority. Regardless of Kinjo-kun's personal intention, there's more than half of you are happy. I shouldn't have believed in Monokuma. We were so comfortable. He just hit us several times already. Calm down. This stage is the same as in Hope's Peak. If you kill, you get out is no different than before. Just keep your mind in control and let's devote ourselves to the investigation. And just like before, it causes a murder to happen. Is that right? Are you sure? Well, it's definitely the same. But until now, there was enough food. Oh, space, whatever. And plenty of food. Well, I still prepared as much food as I could, based on how many of you were left. But I guess those who are the ones who ate a lot? It's fine, there's no problem. Haru, Satsuki, the food is still here. In the refrigerator. If you eat sparingly, we still have a few more days left to eat. Really? Monokuma, we won't give up. There is food and there's place to sleep. It's no different from the past. Rather, as we are in the corner, we will investigate even more thoroughly. And we will definitely get out of here without any of my I'll definitely get out of here without any of my friends dying. Broken promises. You'll never give up hope. We won't be eaten by despair. Yuki, my Itaken, you've protagonisted. It's surprising to hear that kind of thing coming from my Itaken. What the? Nothing. Well, that's what everyone is aware of now. Now, until someone dies, the party will continue. Oh, I forgot to mention something. Think of the ballroom as a separate space from the school. You guys don't even have an e-handbook, so just think you're not a student. In other words, you don't need the rules. What do you mean? What else? It's a lawless zone, meaning you can beat up and fight between yourselves, imprison people, and there's no nighttime. But Rule 5 still counts, no hitting me or damaging property. Also, the broadcast that announces the night and mornings will also change. In this situation, can you guys really say that you will be the same as ever? A lawless zone, he said? Ignore that. It's my way to say we have to investigate hard and get out. Wait, Kinjo, Mikaru. Monokuma said the situation itself is the motive. I understand that you want to act separately, but now this is a crisis. Wouldn't it be better to cooperate with each other? Because of the crisis, I can't stay with any of you anymore. What? In this place, without school rules, without order, the only way to escape is murder. The same conditions apply. However, because of the isolation factor, the urgency increases, even more than before. You said there is more food left, so it might last a few days. However, there will clearly be a killer among us once the food depletes. What? Why are you saying that so casually? I agree with Psycho Cop here, although I don't like it. I wonder when will you guys face reality already? Kinjo, Mikaru. Fine, that's it. We don't even want to be with you guys like that. By the way, Kinjo-kun, didn't you look strange? Didn't he look strange? He was strange how? Kind of, I guess he was more than upset. He looked troubled about something. A guy like that? No way. He was the same as usual, right? Is that so? Might understand how you feel, but I think it would be better to give up on Kinjo and Mikaru now. They're too stubborn. We can't afford to worry about them. Yeah, in short, if we can escape together, we can get along again, right? Kinjo wouldn't treat us as criminals if that happens. It's not too late for that. But this is an announcement. It's now 10 p.m. It's nighttime. You don't need to sleep or stay in your rooms. Now, have a good night. It's 10 p.m. It's already that time? Yeah, it's like a casino. There's no windows. Its lights are just on all the time. For now, we should go to sleep. Everyone is tired today. If we investigate tomorrow, I'm sure we'll discover something. Everyone has their private room key from Monokuma, right? I'll be going to bed. Be careful not to lose your key. You said there's no nighttime anymore, but let's keep protecting the group we used to have. When you sleep at night, be sure to lock the door and not open it, okay? Roger that. This is the private room? Isn't it way too small? Rather than a private room, it's just a room for sleeping. Surely staying in a place like this doesn't seem good for your mental health either. I still feel a lot of anxiety, but I didn't hesitate much as I used to. Hope is to be made. With everyone around me, I believe it's possible. Well, let's go to bed for today. I can do my best investigating again tomorrow. Oh, I have to go around it like that. Rarely this day seems I am able to sleep without much difficulty at all. These days, it seems I'm able to sleep without much difficulty at all. It was a very bad situation, but it was because I thought about leaving the school after investigating with everyone, so I didn't have any other thoughts for the night. Bleh. Bleh. Everyone, did you sleep well? How did I sleep? Well, the bed was definitely more fluffy than the dorm, so it's comfortable to sleep here at least. We're still in the same situation, though. It's alright, don't be too discouraged. If we focus on our investigations starting today, we'll surely be able to find some means of escape. Yeah, at times like this, the more energy you need to have, So let's eat a delicious breakfast and do our own investigation. Wait. Food restriction is important. We can't eat like this. Distribution? That's right, we don't have enough food left now. We can't leave Kinjo and Makaru out. Do we really need to? They don't even cooperate with us. Will they even support us? If you don't, they will die then. Kurukawa is right. It's not good to act with personal feelings without knowing when we can escape. Then how should we distribute it? Leave it to me. The ability to analyze the amount of food and distribute it is also a maid skill. I'll leave it up to you then, Akane. 6 people with the current balance. Now if we distribute it to 8 people. This is the amount we get for one person. It's so tiny I can't even call it a snack. I can't help it. This is roughly the amount calculated for 4 days per 3 meals a day. Who would be full after eating this? I think I'll become more hungry just from appetite. It'd be better to not eat it. Then I'll get your daily... I'll get your daily tax. I'll eat it. Who says I'm not gonna eat it? I will eat it. It's a big deal if food runs out while remaining at the same time. While remaining in the same state. But I was fairly relieved to hear that there was still some food to eat. Tyra, is this really a good distribution? It seems that the amount I saw yesterday, that it's less than the amount we had yesterday. Perhaps Kinjo-kun and Makaru ate it. What, those guys, they secretly had a late night stack? That's it? It's gotta be them. And we now know, since I've played this in the original build, that it was Otori who grabbed a chunk. Hey, you shut your tongue. You don't deserve to talk to the others like that. Looking at it, who is to blame for this? You. Man. Like, after reading this back after I know things. That was, well, I have no words, I'm sorry. Those two. Searched the ballroom all day while you guys were sleeping. Seriously, but how does Mikako know that? I also was awake, doing my search. So I ate a little too. I'm sorry. You're eating while investigating? It can't be helped, but if that's true, then this is a big deal. Even if we can last 4 days with this, it will really be scratching it. Seeing the ridiculous size of one, we were devastated and lost on what else to say. Silence only lasted for a few seconds. I'll ask, how many meals did Haru and Satsuki eat yesterday? That was about 1 or 2 meals. Then couldn't the 2 of them be stripped of 2 meals? That much the others can share because of what they couldn't eat. Excuse me? Are you complaining then? It's your own fault. It's not, but I'm not, but that wasn't the case because we didn't know everything. Isn't that too harsh? I think it's harsh for us because you behave on what you did without knowing. Wait, are you angry because we were hungry and everything was already digested? I'm saying that, yes, exactly. At Otori's sudden suggestion, the mood became a little dangerous. It's worrisome. If this continues, a fight might happen. Of course, we got nothing else to say, but I'm just saying this is too hard on us. Look, you have nothing else to say, but you're still talking. Did you know that making such excuses isn't really reflecting on your own actions? But hey, aren't you saying a bit too much? That's enough. Everyone stop. Fine. Okay, I'll starve. You're an Ami. It's true that we did something wrong, and if you can't forgive me for that, then I'll cut my 2 meals for someone else. Well, it's not like I can't forgive. I see. If you look at her and you got nothing wrong with it being a sinner, then can I have my 2 meals? That's... Wait a minute. Will you be okay? Or basically, it's like he can leave mine. No matter how much is left, we can still share it to... They said that they would scratch. Let's respect their wishes. We don't have time to be arguing. It's pointless. And I'll scratch 1 meal too. I eat a little at dawn as well. Kirukawa? Well, then about this meal. Will Maeda-kun and Otori-kun eat with me? Otori-kun? Please do that. While you guys eat, we'll be investigating ahead. Oh, and Otori, I know how to reflect on myself. Please don't ignore that don't ignore that. Hope you have delicious Gohan. There was a little awkward move between us, and we ate only the three of us with Tyra and Terraria because half of the 6 people went out. We ate twice as much as we originally intended. Somehow it seems everything was decided suddenly. Since they don't seem to have any complaints, it seemed okay, but is this really okay? After our meal, the investigation for our escape began. I decided to do this. Warning. Okay. So I started doing Kinjo on the Zephirum build, right? I didn't actually read it, I just kind of punched through it. But I might be able to figure out how many free time events Kinjo has before you get a skill. I think I've done 2 or something. Actually, we can look at the handbook. No, why? I gotta do something here. So it's the handbook, right? No, I don't have my student handbook in here, so I can't read the free time event character card things. Oh, okay. So I can't recall how many free time events I've done with Kinjo. Okay, I'm not going to really need the save. I'm going to save first. I'm not going to really need the save files on the Zephirum build like I would have on the original build, because I'm not going to like pick up on free time events again. So I'm just going to overwrite things willy-nilly. Some stuff in Korean. Kinjo. Really, something about being really. I don't know. Moon. Oh, you cannot talk to Kinjo. Oh. Guess Kobashikawa then. Oh, I think Teruya's skill is probably something that like makes so you make more money from the trial or something, right? I don't know what Iranami's would be, but I'm guessing Kobashikawa is the most useful trial skill. That's why I did Kobashikawa. Some stuff. Yes. Okay. Oh, goggles will probably work. Okay, it looks like he likes it from the sprite that was used. Okay. I did actually read this one in the original build. It's about, like, girls. Let me talk to Kinjo. No. Where are you, Kawashikawa? Let's try the main. I forget about this room. It probably likes man's romance. Probably likes this. I'm gonna guess he likes it. We have plenty of them. Yes, he does. Okay. Come on, guys, let's eat. Shaken from the investigation, we then gathered back to dinner. We felt a sense of weakness that we were not aware of. We couldn't find any clues to the amount of meals we even had, or even less in the morning. Me and Uranami were very hungry because we scratched 2 meals. Why is the amount decreased? I think because Kinjo and Makaru ate more. They don't really know the distribution. Those bastards really did it. They're only thinking for themselves, is that it? If they only know, I'll teach them. Let's pick them up. Wait, if you heat things up for no reason, it will make things even harder. I think there's going to be a night broadcast soon. It's late today, so let's eat this and go. But if we do that, won't the food disappear again at dawn? That we can't help it. We don't need a lot of food if we rest and sleep. On the other hand, if we spend more time awake, the more severe your hunger will be. There's still some left. Let's do what Maeda-kun said. If we eat this, I wonder how long this will last. But you ate the rest between me and Uranami, right? It's a big deal for me. I'm so hungry now. Even if we missed 2 people, it wasn't much after we divided amongst 4 people. And it's your fault in the first place. Well, it should be divided amongst 6 people. Zephirum, right? Teruya, you were the only one who suggested going with that idea. Or some number. The numbers you had didn't make sense. Hey guys, stop it. If you have enough time to complain, then just eat. Now we're mediating with words like these, but I felt a little bit of tension between Haruhiko and Teruya. Everyone is under a lot of stress. This needs to be solved. Somehow I have to. I couldn't find anything new today. It was just one day now. Let's look more closely. Every nook and cranny. Don't get hungry, so everyone needs to stop and sleep. Everyone stop and sleep. We'll talk about Kinjo and Makaru tomorrow. I don't think the nighttime broadcast has come out yet. Let's follow Yuki's words. Then, when Satsuki falls asleep, I can forget about being hungry. Good night, everyone. This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. Nighttime has begun. However, you don't have to sleep nor stay in your rooms. Good night. It's 10 p.m. Let's sleep so we don't get as hungry. Yuki cannot sleep on his side. He must sleep on it. He cannot sleep on his stomach. That's not good for you anyway. He must sleep on his back. I don't know why. Everyone is still trying to act cheerily, but If we can't get out of here anytime soon, it's likely that dangerous things will happen. I'm so hungry, but I tried so hard to only grab the bare minimum as I forced myself to sleep. There's even less, right? I was so hungry. One night's sleep and breakfast after waking up, but the amount of one serving is even lower than yesterday. I'm sorry, but we ran out of food during the night again. The food decreased in the night. I reduced the amount further, calculating for 4 days. Kinjo and Makaru again? It's definitely difficult if it goes on like this. I'll go talk to them after eating. It's not a big meal, but a small bite. It's only been a day, but my hunger gets worse and worse. If we don't do anything about Kinjo and Makaru, it'll be harder than it already is now. You have to calculate for 4 days? It's like we were confirming that we'll be here 4 days. That's right. With that negative mindset, the investigation doesn't completely work. Would it be better to eat full and escape at once instead of paying attention to the remaining food? Yesterday, if anyone found something, if you said that, wouldn't you get angry? Sorry. And the amount I calculated is the same as the first day in the ballroom. It counts as 4 days from that moment, not 4 days from now on. That way I think I can prevent the refrigerator from being empty. Am I doing something useless? No, that is very good. No matter how hungry, if there's 0 leftovers, everyone will become difficult, probably, not different. The amount of food is small, so it takes a little time to eat. Then I'll go find... It takes little time to eat. I'll go find Kinjo and Makaru, so that everyone knows the situation by the time before lunch. Maeda-kun, I'll help too. Isn't it difficult to deal with 2 people alone? I'll check on Makaru, so Maeda-kun can focus on Kinjo-kun. Thanks, Taira. Please do. We'll be investigating. Okay. We have to convince Kinjo and Makaru. Let's leave Makaru to Taira and I'll find Kinjo. 57 minutes in. This goes on for a while, this like day after day eating thing. Here he is. Kinjo, here you are. Kinjo, I have something to say. I already mentioned that I have nothing to talk to you guys about I will not talk to you guys anymore. It's important, so please listen. We found more food. Kinjo and Makaru, you are both acting apart from us and do not know the amount of food distributed. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I don't know how you're doing the distribution, but are you saying that she and I are eating too much? We are distributing the food so that it can be eaten for over the next 4 days. But since you guys aren't with us, the distribution is getting smaller and smaller. As it stands, we will soon run out of food. I know that Kinjo and Makaru are working hard for the investigation, but we want to do our best to investigate as much as possible. Shameless. It's because of you guys that I ended up running out of food like this. But Haru and Satsuki weren't intentional. Now, I think it's more important to join forces than to fight. Cool down, Maeda. If it's a food problem, don't worry. I only eat 1 meal a day right now. Are you okay eating like that? I don't care, because you guys are solving the amount of food for about 3 meals at once. And I am 3 meals a day, and I am also concerned about food, so I'm controlling my own amount. I don't know how Rei Makaru is doing hers, but at least you won't run out of food, because of me. Now leave. You're controlling the amount, that's why the food is disappearing. Why is the food disappearing quickly? Are we done? You can leave me. It's more convenient to do the investigations alone. Kinjo, why the hell are you doing this? With everyone completely cutting off, ending our communication with everyone but me, and even me, actually. Being in the ballroom is really dangerous. Can't you work with everyone just in this case? You guys don't know anything. You don't know anything about how I feel. Kinjo, who has been talking about who it's been a full day since I talked to him, looked somewhat emaciated. And it seems like he was hurting somewhere deep in his heart. And Google translate it gaunt, one or the other. Although it would be odd if Korean had a word that could really go both ways, because emaciated is like so much more of an extreme, has such more of an extreme connotation than gaunt. They're not really interchangeable. Interesting. It's like he could only see painful emotions. Did I mess up? But there's nothing I can say to Kinjo. What changes have come to Kinjo since Yuhara's execution? As he said, I don't know anything. So many awkward sentences. There he is. I don't have any skills, do I? No, I have no skills at all. I didn't even finish. I didn't even finish him. What's her face? Tomori's free time events. I have like nothing. Try this. I was so sure that would work. I didn't make a save. A rat-sized dinner. I think I'm getting used to it by now. Now, I would never get used to it. What is a meal that you can eat in 20 seconds? However, the taste is very good, so I'm glad of this misfortune. What? Maita, Taira, Kinjo, and Mikaru. How did it go? Oh, that's right. So you said you were talking about the food problems, right? Yeah, we talked about it at first, but... Kinjo, he said he was only eating one meal per day. The amount is not different from the ones that we are eating. He said that it's because we eat 3 meals at once. The amount is being adjusted, so don't you think we will run out of food because of us? Or he doesn't think that we will run out of food because of him. Adjust the amount? What? That's why there's not enough food? It doesn't make sense. In the end, I only heard vague answers, and didn't want to explain how he does it. It didn't want to explain how he does it, sorry. That guy, he seemed to be getting weird these days, right? Although he was originally strange. It's like dealing with us is making him more nervous. Taira, about how was Mekaru? Sorry, I didn't get a proper answer either, but I was only insulted for asking. She said I looked like a pig that couldn't eat enough food. Are you saying neither of them eat much after all? What kind of crappy excuse are they talking about? This refrigerator here is proof that the food is dropping and everyone can see that. And that's your fault. Be quiet. Taira, you did your best. If we look at the amount of food, those two, whether they tell the truth or whether they tell a lie. Yeah, if we think about the amount of food, I can't think that the two of them are eating by the adjusted amount. It's clear they must be lying. In the first place, they wouldn't even bother to tell us right away, right? Kinjo's magnetic flux. Zephirum, did you actually believe that magnetic flux was the right answer? Or you didn't, but just couldn't figure out a better translation, so you just left it that way? He's dealing with us as criminals. I'm trying to think of something that would translate to magnetic flux. I mean, time derivative of magnetic flux can be a voltage. But integrate into time integral of voltage doesn't really work in this either. And Mikaru was indifferent since the very beginning. That's pretty much true. Is it the work of an individual? Nothing will be different if we keep talking about like this. We have to get out of here soon. Get out of here as soon as possible. I mean, I'm so hungry that I can't even investigate in a way that makes sense anymore. There's no letter C in clue. It's been 2 days already. I don't think no letter C in clue is anywhere close to what Leiju wrote. The ballroom is relatively smaller than the school's investigation. And so far, we couldn't find anything. Apart from us, Kinjo and Makaru couldn't find anything, right? Can we really get out now? Get out? Yeah, you can! Even right now! If you kill! In the ballroom, of course! You can also leave Hoshi Academy. Monokuma? Yeah, it's been quite a while, hasn't it? Why don't you go away? I'm not happy, hungry, and annoyed that the investigation isn't making any progress. Why did you come? Well, I have prepared an arsenal so that you can reduce spectacular murders, but everyone didn't think about killing one bit and only did an investigation in vain. No matter what the intention is, you really are trying to make us murder. Think about it, you guys aren't too stupid to think, right? If you just kill, you can get out. From the ballroom and the school in no time, and the hunger will fly away like an airplane. You're noisy. If you're here to say that, go away now. No, this is just more for personal purposes. Actually, I have something to tell you guys. That's why I showed up. You see, you guys are trying to investigate to find a way to escape without killing. Even though it's a wasteful effort, I'm going to try to give you a line of hope by looking at you for your, I don't know what that was supposed to be. What? It's simple, actually, a treasure hunt. There's a treasure hidden somewhere in the ballroom. I'll reward anyone looking for it. Clear as water, right? What else are you plotting? Well, this is not a clue to escape, but wouldn't it be better to have something to find rather than just looking through the air with nothing in it, like now? No way there's nothing. There must be a clue somewhere. What kind of treasure is it? What is the prize? Yeah, it's a secret, but it's clearly hidden somewhere. The person who's looking for it will get to know when they found it by me. And don't you think you'd like to know what it is or how it looks? And that prize is something you guys have lost. What? Make sure you know this, the treasure has been hidden somewhere. So if you look for it real hard, someone might find it. A treasure? Is it a wallet? You said something we've lost. What have we lost? Don't become nervous. Mikako-chan? We can't sell ourselves to this. We can't afford it. That's definitely correct. Monokuma, with his own words, said it. This is not a clue to escape. Is there any reason to find something like that? I don't think so. It's clear and obvious that he's trying to confuse us. Don't worry. Let's do what we originally we're going to do, guys. Yeah, I think that would be good. Everyone will get hungry, so let's go to bed for today before it gets worse. I know Hikako says that we shouldn't get distracted by that, basically, but I have this hunch that she's the one who found it. I said this, but as Monokuma said, something we've lost. I'm worried about it. I don't know, but a few days ago, I had a conversation with Makaru in the 4th floor corridor. No, it may be just an overreaction. Even so, I can't escape to care about it now. If we don't escape from the school, someday... Or perhaps... the person who gave the note to Kobashikawa, that person knows got their memories recovered. It could be, or it could be Kobashikawa himself, and then they immediately kill him off so he can't spill the beans. This is a school, and assuming that it's like But then again, there was that assumption that it was the memories. Like, he just give you the memories back. As opposed to it's just something that describes something that happened. Like, it's like another picture or something, where it's just another clue. Not really the whole thing. There's a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. Nighttime has begun. However, you don't have to sleep nor stay in your room. So then good night. Let's go to sleep. Forget about the treasures or prizes. This is definitely Monokuma's trap. Or those are definitely a distraction. I became so hungry that I seldom fall asleep, but I close my eyes and force myself to sleep. Because of Monokuma, various ideas have crossed my mind. I was barely able to sleep. Hungry. Hey, are you feeling okay? Is it because of the mood? Don't you think the food has decreased even more? It's not because of the mood. It has decreased even more than yesterday. No, there's really little left now. Distribution to a minimum is no longer possible. Kinjo and Makaru's magnetic fluxes. Are they really planning to take away our food? More magnetic fluxes! Hey, Kinjo and Makaru, would they really eat food without discrimination? Then who else is there besides them? However, no matter how bad it gets, Kinjo is, well, he's been weird these days, and Makaru has been originally like that, right? Who ate it doesn't matter. The only thing for sure is that there is little food left. We need to spur the investigation. But no matter where I look, nothing comes out. I'm starting to feel it's really over now. Yesterday, Monokuma mentioned he hid a treasure. Why don't we look for that? But that's obviously a trap, so we decided to ignore that last night, right? I don't know, it might tell you something really important. With a double faked tip. Why would he put it there then? Whatever at the content, when Monokuma gave us something, there was never a lie. But do we have the time to look for something like that? If we don't get out of here somehow, let us move on. There isn't much time left. Move while you still can. Even when everything is wrong. Opinions diverged for a while, but eventually there were no results from the investigation, so I decided to look for something that looked like a treasure. The question is, do I have the stamina? Okay, hello. I'll throw another model airplane at you. It's my last one, but I don't care. Oh, this is like the room thing. We're gonna end up in his room. Yeah, okay. Okay, looks like I got the skill. Patikar rating. Rending. Patikolorinding. Okay. Now, I don't think you can get his, underwear. Unless you have, Tyrus skill. Yes. For some reason that was in English. Why is this in English? She likes the, this, right? Yuki, today is the day. It's that day. That day, what day? What's the matter, Yuki? It's to see my practice in full course. That's the day. Zephirum, why'd you translate this one? That's why Yuki will come to my room soon, because now there's no running away. I'm probably faster than Yuki. Quickness is the basic skill of a clown. Well, I'll just be going to watch her practice, so it'll be fine to go together. Now then, ladies. Oh wait, there are none. Gentlemen. From now on, Tatsuki's one-man show circus performance will start. It's polite to applaud at this time, right? Your sprites are overlaid on top of each other, Satsuki, but we'll worry about that later. It's polite to applaud at this time. Of course, I'm half cheering and half worried. Worried that plates might fly past my cheeks. Like last time. First, I'll show you the art of turning the hoop around your arm while riding a ball. Don't mind where those tools came from. Oh, Satsuki is doing well, safety-wise. Did she practice while I was not here? Still, if she goes like this, she will surely fall easily. Ow. She fell. And Arthur taught me that, that's the whole point. Ouch, it hurts. Are you okay, Satsuki? Where did you get hurt? Hey, Yuki. Were you worried? That's pretty cute. When I practice, this often happens. So it doesn't hurt so much, and I'm used to it. For real, though, Yuki is like my brother. If I made a mistake like this, he comes in a hurry to worry about me and heal my wounds. Then should I call you a sister? So, Oni-chan. And then he calls her back. I forget the word for younger sister in Japanese. It's not the same as older sister. It's not Ane-san. It's something else. It's 3 syllables. It's not like that. Yuki, you're a boy who wants to do something funny. No matter how much you resemble my brother, you don't need to do that, okay? Sorry, why am I getting scolded? Oh, you're supposed to want something funny. So, you're supposed to laugh at me, basically. I made another mistake. I came to OC Academy as the super high school level clown. Don't you think that is really bad? Now, Satsuki, you were amazing earlier. Of course it would be better if there was no mistakes. No, Yuki, I'm being the super high school level clown because of my lack of skills. It's like a rare card that doesn't have much use, but only flashes and has a high cost. Originally, I shouldn't have come using this title, but my parents and brothers sent me to Hope Speak Academy. When I had no skills, it would have become a problem if I continued to be in the troupe. So, I was just sent to school. That's something that even Satsuki, who can't study, could understand. I don't think she understands what it means to be a clown. Satsuki, is it really okay to say something like that so openly? Yeah, it's alright. Everyone kicked me out, but only my older brother was against going me going to the school, because Satsuki has a family, so he said I should remain in the troupe. In the end, I said I was okay to go. To be honest, I couldn't help it. I thought that if I went to this school, to learn more and become a great person someday. It's nice to have Yuki here, but if I look at Yuki's face, it resembles my brother. I can see my brother's teachings come to mind. Satsuki's teachings are engraved deep in her bones, to always live bright and courageous. So even if Satsuki spoke about such a sad family history, she wasn't sad at all. I thought that it was lucky that she had a caring older brother. If her older brother was not there, she would not have been such a bright and jumpy girl. So, Yuki, please be my older brother, who is not here now. Oh, of course. You don't have to act like my brother. You can just cheer for me by my side. Can I even take his place? I guarantee it. The kindness King Yuki Maeda, just because you watch me practice and support me makes me feel like my older brother is by my side. That is because Yuki is someone I can rely on, just like my older brother Kaisuke. Although I was living with I don't think cold family is correct. Living here, right? I always wish that I could be as bright as her now, watching Satsuki live brightly under the care of a loving brother. Being with an overly bright company is too much, but it's probably better than bad company. I felt a deep bond with Satsuki that I could not reach anymore. Even further or something. I felt like we're really close companions now. With that in mind, can I call my brother Kaisuke Maeda the fireman? Let's just leave it as Yuki. The fireman? Satsuki responded with a smile so naturally as I left her room for that day. Her record, and I got her skill, Joker trick. It's getting late, so let's take a break. Evening announcement, I don't care. No progress was made. After a very small amount of dinner without nutrients at all, I returned to my room and went to bed. To preserve my physical strength. It's already the third day. Food is almost running out. What should I do? I can't. I'm too hungry. I have no strength to stand anymore. Sleeping seems to be the only thing beneficial, both physically and mentally. So, Zephirum didn't try to translate any of the free time events, but maybe a few I don't know of yet. One of which being the third free time event for Satsuki? Huh. You didn't really do a super good job, though. It's better than no translation. Time goes by meaninglessly, thinking about that I have to do anything. I have to do anything somehow. I have to do something somehow. I fell asleep with the thought that I could leave tomorrow, holding back my hunger on this day. It was clear at the time that there was something already growing since a few days ago. Tyra, is there food left? I'm going to die of hunger. Eating doesn't improve anything. The amount will just get smaller. Well, I'm so hungry that I can't sleep at all. Still, I would feel better to have something in my mouth to eat rather than eating everything. Tyra, it's taking along. Missing. What's missing? There's no food. The refrigerator is empty. Huh? That's a lie, right? Come and see it yourself. Yeah, this is a lie. This is not happening. It's true. Not even crumbs or leftovers. What's going on? Why is this? Why did they do this? We're the only ones in here. Kinjo and Mikaru. How many days have they been doing this? Now the time has come for an all-out attack against us. And even the rules are null for this. In that case, if we use violence... are you going to fight those two? Stop doing this. It's not the same as in reading cows or fixing stables. And it was unavoidable that food was already running out. We're going to lose more effort. Or more energy. But you can't leave those guys who have eaten all the food. That's proof you can see right there. Well, the food's already gone. So what are you going to do, eat them? Proof that they ignore us. Well, well, well. Seeing us as criminals. Kobashikawa. You mean like you? Or seeing them as criminals. What? What does that mean? Haruhiko Kobashikawa. You can't be hungry, because at dawn, you ate it. What did you say just now? Who ate what at dawn? I have no idea what you're talking about. The speed at which the food disappears. It was much faster than the other two. I don't know what that wasn't translated well, but okay. And all morning yesterday, I was hiding in front of the dining room. And I figured out the cause. Kinjo and Makaru didn't even approach the dining room. Not once since yesterday. That means that, you mean Haru ate the food in secret in the dining room? Haruhiko? You... What are you talking about? There's no way I could eat all that food. Bad, Kobazing. I'm so disappointed. Wow, really? How could you do that as a human being? Get out and die already. That's ridiculous. It's so much that I can't say anything else. Satsuki has nothing else to say? Heek. What? Why is Iranami? He wasn't alone. Haruhiko Kobashikawa and Satsuki Iranami, the two of them, robbed the refrigerator together. Satsuki-chan! I cannot whistle. There's some trivia for you. Well, it may be physically possible, but I would figured it out. At this point in my life, I'm almost convinced that there is something about the structure or anatomy of my mouth that makes it, for me, particularly difficult. I only saw yesterday, but maybe they were the first offenders. The food disappeared early at dawn. Hey, Mikako Kurokawa, you're being vague. You don't know if it was really a me or not. Tell the truth, you bastard. Up until now, you filled your stomach while pretending to be hungry in front of us, huh? No, wait. Kurokawa is the culprit. She did this while trying to cover up with Iranami and me, and she's the culprit. Don't be stupid. Something was weird when you think about it. If you're hungry, the one who couldn't stand it anymore can't be anyone else but you. Tried to make a fight with Kijo and Makaru with the purpose of driving away your crime. That's far-fetched. You guys are gonna believe Kurokawa's words without proof and blame us? Kobashikawa, I'm sorry, but we have no choice but to believe what Kobashikawa. I'm sorry, but we have no choice but to believe what Kurokawa says. Because you just confessed that you were the culprit. What? If you were really unrelated, you would say blame me, but you wouldn't blame Iranami and me. You might claim that Iranami ate alone, but you're only refuting Kurokawa's words, and unconsciously treating you and Iranami the same way. That means I ate the food with Iranami. That fact isn't it because it's stuck in... Isn't that it because that is stuck in your mind? If we infer with these facts... Well, I don't know what you're talking about, because me and Satsuki, well, yeah, because we're actually friendly. I just wanted to defend her without knowing, okay? Kobazing, let's stop now. It doesn't make sense to fight each other anymore. Let's stop. That means... Everyone, I'm really guilty. That's right, Kobazing and I are the culprits. Hey, now. You really are? Since when? When did you start eating secretly at dawn? Well, of course, since yesterday. I'm sorry, from the second day. I was so hungry that I couldn't stand it. And Kobazing suggested me... would sneak. So I was led by Kobazing. Hey, no, okay. Eve bit the apple... wasn't it? Bit the fruit first. Hey, Satsuki, if you blow things up like that... So, almost as soon as you were here, they started to sneak at dawn. We were here, they started to sneak at dawn at the same time, right? Hey, you two can't complain anymore, right? Stop, Teruya. Huh? Why? Satsuki, Haruhiko. I just wanted to know. Don't force yourselves into a fight anymore. If you're really sorry, do your investigation harder. Kurokawa? Why? Why are you going so easy on them? Of all the things I really thought Kinja and Makaru were the ones who did this to us. Because of these guys, now we're starving, and we'll die soon. You just have to get out before you die. If we don't have anything else to eat for today, then we can escape within today. Let's relieve that and investigate. There must be a way. Yeah, as Maeda-kun said, I'm still hungry, but if we fight more, we won't be able to get out. Kobashikawa and Satsuki-chan. Of course, even though it was a little painful, they couldn't stand the hunger, understand them well enough. Maeda, Taira, Mikako, Akane. Come on, even if you're the culprit, you didn't actually commit a murder, right? Let's begin investigating. We have to get out of here. What is this? I cannot accept this. Teruya? This must be a temporary feeling. There's no food anymore, so there won't be time for meals anymore. But this much, I don't know how much further we can investigate. When the nighttime broadcast rings, let's gather together again. Let's hope we find something today. Eventually all the food was gone, by two selfish people. But if we punish them here, according to Otori's idea, the mood would only get worse and nothing will get better. However, the situation is really serious. If we don't find something within today... Okay. So, I finished Iranami's, I finished Kobashikawa's. I don't think I'm gonna get underwear out of them unless I do Akane's. I guess I have Akane's skill. Kinjo won't talk to me in this setup. So I just gotta talk to Otori, I guess. Let's look at the big room. I always forget about the big room. Oh yeah, I did actually. I just didn't look through the whole room. Here's the guy. Oh, he won't talk to me. Okay then. So I have to talk to Akane then. Obviously already went through all of her free time events in the original build. It's just that I have to do some time slots, so. And Otori won't talk to me. Kinjo won't talk to me. So all I have left is Rei, Akane, and Rei, Akane, Mikako, and let's see here. Yeah, and those are those are what people have already done all the free time events with in the original build. So. We are now here, close to the hour where nighttime is nearing. We gathered in the dining hall. At first, it would have been time for dinner. But there wasn't even a grain of rice left, so we were just sitting in the table staring idly. No one spoke a word. Of course, I had nothing to say either. I couldn't get a clue to escape from this prison, and the food ran out. I couldn't find where the treasure was, the one that was hidden by Monokuma. Everyone, both physically and mentally, are pretty exhausted. Everyone, listen. Even though we couldn't find anything, tomorrow we will definitely. What tomorrow? Do you think you can discover what you haven't found today or any of these past days? Otori-kun, what are you saying? When am I being childish? Isn't it time for you to face the reality? Now we're done. It's impossible to get out unless someone kills you. What are you saying? You want someone to die now? Unless someone dies, basically. No, of course I don't mean that. Besides, I don't think anyone among us is going to kill. But that's why this is the end of it. If no one dies, eventually we will all die. Stop joking around. Like we're going to starve to death here. We will get out soon. Oh yeah, go ahead and escape then. This is all your fault in the first place, Haruhiko Kobashikawa. It's all because of you. Stop. If this goes on, you'll be engulfed by the despair. Yeah, but no matter how much how hopeless it looks, we can't give up. It's important not to give up. Then what should we do? Maeda and Kurokawa, you two tell me. What kind of strategy is there? What kind of way is there? Hey, look at this. We're done for now. There's no escape. We're all gonna die together here. Teruya, I'm the one who's trying to think positive here. Why can't you be more Why do you have to be so pessimistic about everything? You don't want to do it, right? You're very bad at it. Mekaru, I was waiting for you guys to get together. I'd like you to hear an explanation for what happened. What happened? What do you mean? I mean food. Food, you idiots. What the hell do you think you do for food to just... A while ago, I thought heard you guys were sharing and eating. Haruhiko, Satsuki, they ate it secretly at dawn. This is amazing because it doesn't make sense. Do you have a brain? Wait, of course, me and Uranami are at fault, but that goes for you too, Mikaru. Kinjo and you ate whatever you like, so the amount was just getting smaller and smaller. How are you serious? Are you mistaken or something? That cop and I haven't eaten 3 meals... eaten anything, basically, in these days, don't you know? What? Karu, is that too? Are you okay eating like that? No, that's a lie. You were too? She ate little by little at dawn from the second day onwards. Food started to disappear since the first day. That's right. Besides, how do you know if Kinjo ate or not? Because that's it. You can tell by taking a closer look at his face. More importantly, you, is that right? Food was already disappearing from the very beginning? And what the hell is this food? That? Its food is still there? This is what I found in an open dorm room, by chance, while walking through the hallway. It was hidden under a bed. I thought this was your emergency food. Looking at your reaction doesn't seem like it. If that's the case, yeah. There's only one thing. What are you trying to say? The owner of this open room, where I entered by chance, I mean, the person who used the dormitory where the food was hidden, they were eating alone, hiding the food without your knowledge. Yeah? Yes, for example, the room where this food was hidden, was it from room... It's not 14. Whatever room it was, 5? They're going to throw around 14. I don't think that's the right number. Wouldn't it be better to keep the door locked? The idiot who's shaking over there. Otori-kun? Wait a minute, this is a mistake. You bastard. You were the one who treated me like the guilty party. You were the guy, huh? Wait, listen, when I didn't know what was happening on the first day, I prepared food in advance. The food didn't disappear at that time. Every day, it gradually disappeared. Your words are contradictory. No, that's not it. I wanted to take a little by little and then share it to... Don't lie, you bastard. Are you in a hurry to make excuses because you have been driven to the front of I don't know what this is supposed to say. Teruya! Stop it, you guys. Mikaru, you're going through people's rooms at your own will. What? It's the fault of the person who left the door open. Don't turn away, Teruya. Now you and I are on the same ground. You better give it up, and I'm going to investigate as much as I've done wrong. So you two, don't say that it's not your fault. You don't deserve to say that. You're noisy. You're all annoying me. Whether I'm eating or not, it's impossible to get out of here anyway. Till the murder happens in this place. This kid. Kobashikawa-kun. It's fine, violence is not prohibited in the ballroom. This little bastard needs to be hit, so we can wake up already. Did you hit me just now? Did you hit me? Guck. You two knock it off. Let's go, Teruya, you little bastard. Kobashikawa, calm down. This is a drag. I thought it would be like this. You're the one who inspired them. On purpose. Is that what you were doing? What if I am? And unfortunately, the chunky guy is right. The chunky guy. I've been searching the ballroom for days now. There are no clues here. Getting out of here by means other than murder, it's impossible. Then, what are we supposed to do? Murder. In the worst mood possible, in front of the worst reality, we couldn't say any words to anyone. We went back to each other's rooms. We have lost all purpose now. Mikaru declared that it was impossible to escape from here, and her word is final. But she is also correct. What should we do without any food left? Almost 2 hours. Oh, I wonder what time it is now. It's almost 1 in the morning. When I woke up without knowing if it was night or day, I felt a different haze than usual, and immediately felt a tremendous pain in my abdomen. Okay, I'm hungry. No, rather my stomach hurts. Right, eventually the food ran out. I didn't get to eat anything yesterday. And with Kobashikawa and Otori still fighting our hopes, thinking that we could escape, the situation was turning to the worst possible. For now, let's check on the others. Morning. Oh, you surprised me, Maeda-kun. Tyro, what's wrong? I'm in a bind. Except for me and Mikako-chan, the rest of the guys aren't working together anymore. What do you mean they aren't working together? Yesterday, Haru-kun and Teruya-kun fought. They both said they didn't want to see each other, and they're acting alone. Satsuki-chan is walking alone for some reason. 2. What, they shouldn't... I had some expectations, but our bonds, which were still there, began to collapse. Is it possible that Monokuma calculated this as well? Other than simply killing? Maeda-kun, what should I do? Mikako-chan tells me to just leave them alone. There's nothing we can do. For now, let's continue investigating ourselves. Investigate? But is there anything left to investigate? I couldn't find any more clues. Sorry, it can't sound weak. I'll go investigate somewhere. It can be seen that Tyra's mind is full of doubts. The same goes for me. I think I need to talk to the other guys. Maeda, to read yesterday's talk, I'm not saying I'm wrong. So you're going to scrape this way here? Or are you planning to kill on your own? I won't say to do it. I don't know what he's trying to say here. Stay with your mind straight. It's not the time to be whining. And just giving up. You're the same, both Haru and you. What? Doesn't matter anyway, I'll investigate, so go. We don't need to be together anymore. We don't have food. Perhaps because of hunger and extreme circumstances, Otori's nervous, which were a bit dull, seem to have become sharper. If it's really like this, nothing is going to happen, right? Oh, this isn't Mr. A, the idiot of the group whose trust relationship just shattered. Are you trying to make fun of me? You usually try to ignore me. But you only get involved when you want to do this. Your comeback is hard. Well, I deserve it, because I don't see any hope at all. Why are you so laid back? The same situation goes for you. True, as much as I try to enjoy this, this might become a little dangerous. What? It's nothing. Don't speak to me anymore. I'm going to investigate. I'm just going to count on somebody else murdering somebody else, and that will get me out of this. If it wasn't something I just heard wrong, it would seem that Makaru sounded weak. Makaru was at her limit this far. The situation would be the most dangerous so far. I think we're going to have to go into the armory and be confronted by Kinjo. Open, open, I mean it, open already. Satsuki, what are you doing? Yuki, I was trying to see if I could forcefully break the door. Stop that, Monokuma told us, remember? Even if the rules disappeared, only vandalism is prohibited. Vandalism is still prohibited. No way, if we're going to die together, it would be better to destroy the door and save everyone. That's not right, we're going to save together with no one else. No one, not a single one dying. I know Yuki would say that, but you don't have anything to open it like that. We're still stuck anyway, thanks to the door here. Should I really just shoot it with a bazooka? Don't do it. I can't do it either. If you try to enter the arsenal, you'll see Kinjo appearing there, and he will keep you out. What, Kinjo? Yeah, by the way, Kinjo looked somehow weird too, right? Kinjo has a hard time scratching. He hasn't eaten for a few days now. Is he going crazy? Anyway, don't do anything that would kill you, Satsuki. If Yuki says that, okay. So I guess it would be best to search somewhere else and escape. Satsuki is the kind of girl that doesn't mind doing dangerous things. However, Kinjo is blocking the entrance to the arsenal. If he's trying to prevent a murder is he trying to prevent a murder from happening? It'd be best to go to the arsenal and check on Kinjo. No one in here. Kane. Manika, did you find anything? No. It's a big ordeal. I'm so hungry and I have no power. It's funny, but this ballroom, there's really nothing. Door won't budge without the e-handbook. I wanted to tell Tyra not to give up, but the situation was so desperate that I couldn't say anything to her. Okay, we have Kobashikawa, not Mikako in here. Sorry, not Kobashikawa. I forgot if I found Kobashikawa yet. Maeda. Kurokawa, I heard from Tyra. Everyone is dispersed. I can't help you. If we do this now, maybe today or tomorrow, my limit. But it's true, the investigation has not made any progress. What should we do? This room, a room without anything. There must be something here. This room is definitely suspicious, but it's a room where there's nothing or anything. In the sentence of it. I'll stay here, and I will continue to investigate. Maeda, please take care of the others. This is a great mental power. Yeah, I'm the same as Kurokawa, but can't eat anything and we're hungry. She's easier to investigate without showing any sign of complaint. She is too strong. I got it. Don't overdo it. Is Kobashikawa over here? Yes, he is. Hey, Maeda, you bastard, why are you here? Do you want to tell me about your interesting story? I went to the arsenal a while ago, and not thinking of murdering. I was just wondering if I could find anything. But all I found out was that some of the weapons were super antique. I'm a bit interested in military too, you know. It was very interesting for enthusiasts. Most of the revolvers and rifles were early models. It's hard to find one of those because they're discontinued now. What's happening all of a sudden? Kobashikawa, I can't see what you're trying to explain to me. Sorry, I thought it would be a good idea to force my mood a bit more bright. Yeah, I understand, but this morning you guys suddenly started to act alone. Don't worry, I just wanted to be alone for a while. I don't want to keep you guys away. I just wanted to take a breather because I could not concentrate on the investigation. I'm just hungry. Because of your fight with Teruya, but if you give up here, you'll really die. You really will die. I know, I should be taking this like a weakling. But give me some time to organize myself for a few minutes for now. I feel too complicated right now. It might be for the best to not care about Haruhiko and Teruya's situation for the time being. Uranami said it. Kinjo is waiting in the arsenal. It would be good to see Kinjo at least once. Let's go to the arsenal. Wait, was it really 4 hours? Okay, 8 hours. I'm gonna check if it's 4 hours or 8 hours. SDRA finished products. Part 18 is 4 hours long. Part 19 is 4 hours long. Yeah, it was really 8 hours long. Okay. This part. Well, there seems to be no one. Stop. Get out of here right now. Kinjo, didn't you hear me? I told you to get out. Wait, I'm really not trying to kill somebody with a weapon. I just came because Kinjo was here in the arsenal. Or Haru said that you were in the arsenal. I came to check on you. What do you mean? Did you think I was preparing to murder? I didn't mean it like that. I just wanted to talk to Kinjo. What are you doing in the arsenal? That's because I thought there were some guys who wanted to start something. Since last night, I've been undercover while investigating the arsenal. You're only eyeing the intake. There's no one among us who will spend on a murder, whatever that means. Even though 3 people have already done that, yes, 3 people have already done that, but even though 3 people have already come here today alone, well, Haru, Hiko did, Satsuki did, I don't know who the third person would be. Teruya, probably. Actually, 4 people, including you, Maeda. No, I just wanted to see Kinjo's condition. That's right, everyone may have a personal reason like me. You can't say it's for murder. Stop looking at the slightest reason. You can't stop a murder from happening if you keep thinking like that. Don't think that just because I'm away from you guys means I'm not aware of your situation. Now that I am guarding the arsenal, it's a pity even if it's not a weapon from here. The intake is wide. That time, you couldn't stop a murder that's happening right in front of your... I couldn't stop a murder that's happening right in front of my eyes. That didn't make any sense, Zephirum, but okay. Kinjo, it might be a little rude to say this, but you don't care what happens to us? You're only thinking about us as criminals now? Well, why do you think I'm doing this? It doesn't matter what you guys really are like. Kinjo, you too. Are you doubting because of what Yuhara said to you? I can say you're right or wrong. I can't say you're right or wrong. I'm just an ordinary student, however. I know that Kinjo has a stronger sense of justice than anyone else, and that you really want to protect people. The method may be a little extreme. But actually, I wanted to say this to the first day after Yuhara's trial. I'm sorry. It's already too late. What? Everything is already too late. Get out quickly. I will never let anything happen inside this arsenal. Kinjo is seriously troubled by this, by us. I can't fully understand him, but if the cause is Yuhara's case, I can relate a bit. The convictions that he thought he has were shaking. The tragedy that caused that shaking, that shake the roots of Kinjo's mindset so far. Oh, the tragedy has. Whatever. And so will I. If the confusion comes at the source of your own thoughts that you have believed ever since you were born. And so would I, if I was confused at the thoughts I had since I was born. What? My own source. Suddenly, the incredible dissonance hits the core of my head. My head was spinning and the world was filled with red. A phenomenon similar to what I experienced the day of the entrance ceremony. It was difficult to stand up, so I immediately returned to the dorm room and lay down in bed with the bed. It's really painful. It's hard to open my eyes or to investigate or do anything at all. Somehow I'm glad I didn't do anything otherwise. I would have vomited. This might be related to this weird condition. It's kind of out of place, right? It's probably has something to do with the case that Yuki got knocked out in this weird way. It also might have something to do with the treasure that Monokuma said was hidden. I should sleep. I'm too tired because I didn't have anything to eat. Yeah, that's it. I don't think so. I don't think so, Yuki. I'm sorry for the others, but I couldn't help. I tried to force myself to sleep and close my eyes. Maeda-kun, are you inside? Oh right, suddenly my head ached like crazy and I closed my eyes for a minute. Looks like Tyra's calling me from outside. The throbbing in my head started to disappear, but is this because of hunger or my vision was starting to shake randomly? This is dangerous. I'm starting to stagger, even when standing still. I slept for half a day now. I have to do more investigation and get out of here soon. Slowly, my limit was approaching. I have to meet with Tyra, who's knocking on the door from outside. Morning. Maeda-kun, thank God you were there. What is it, Tyra? Why did you do that? I was so worried because I couldn't see you anywhere. I was just sleeping in my room. Only half a day. Well, Maeda-kun, what are you talking about? Maeda-kun, I didn't see you all day yesterday. What? Thankfully, I'm not upset now. They said Maeda-kun may have died and everyone went looking for you. And then all of them went crazy because of their hunger. Wait a minute, I was sleeping for more than a day? You didn't check my room? Of course I did. I knocked on the door first, but there was no answer. Unbelievable. Even if I don't believe it, I've been blown up by the tight time for more than a day. What does blown up by the tight time mean, Zephirum? Then, I've been still for more than 24 hours. Or sleeping, that is. Maeda-kun, are you okay? It's nothing. I'm sorry. I worried you, but more than that, the investigation, we have to... I'm so hungry that I'm about to go crazy. Besides, I've been lying over a day, so I don't have the strength anymore. Is Tyra okay? She can't be okay. The same goes for the others. I'm sick of this now. This ballroom, I want to get out. Okay, we have to do Kinjo first. Get that over with. The arsenal. Here there are many weapons. Human being can turn into a corpse in a single moment. Many weapons. It's at this moment. If you put up with that one moment, you can escape from here. Yeah. Man, I don't know why you come here during the day, but was it for this? Thinking of useless thoughts? Kinjo, what were you doing just now? You're trying to kill unconsciously? You ran at full speed to pick up a gun. No way. Did I try to kill you? Yeah. No. I came back a little to my sense after Kinjo's interruption, but soon I began to feel hazy again, due to the tremendous hunger and tiredness of my own stomach. I don't intend to tolerate this, but if I understand, it would be weird not to go crazy in this situation. I would too. What? Gah. I will forgive you with that for now. Originally, you would have certainly been sanctioned. I'll solve this sooner or later. My mouth was tingly. 2 or 3 teeth seemed to have broken. Kinjo, this guy, why is he so strong? But thanks to him, I came back to my own thoughts now. I don't know what happened to me during that time yesterday, but I'm never going to be engulfed by despair anymore. In order to do that, first off, everyone's sorry to call you here so suddenly. Oh, it's okay, it's time to eat, so I'm hungry, come on. I'm hungry, come on. Yeah, Maeda seems to have been shopping at the supermarket, so we can eat with him. Everyone wake up, you're making stories up. So then, why did you call us? Looks like everyone seems to have a very difficult time because of extreme hunger. If I don't do this somehow as soon as possible. We are all the same, in the same situation here. It's been over a week yet already. Everyone is going to reach their limit because of their hunger. Now I think it would be better to investigate and escape, or to... But to abandon that, we need a hard policy. In the sense of letting everyone think I don't know what he's saying, but okay. Hard policy like what? It's getting hard to sit down now. I'm hungry. Calm down. Let's think about this first. I think this is probably our last chance. If more time passes, we won't even be able to think and we'll just be waiting to die. Yeah, well said, Maeda. Teruya? Policy? I've waited for that word to come out. I have an idea. What? 2 people have to sacrifice for everyone. What? Let's draw 2 players by loss. The victim roll and the culprit roll. And the victim roll kills the culprit roll kills the victim roll, and they get executed and die. Monokuma said that suicide is not allowed, but this isn't a suicide at all, isn't it? Yeah, but how would that not be allowed? You've already dead when you've committed suicide. Is it really the act of another person killing another one okay or not? I'm not hungry and listening to you're not hungry and listening to hallucinations, right? What did you just say, Teruya? That we sacrifice 2 people in order to save the rest? This bastard, no matter how hard it is, there are 2 things that to be said and things that shouldn't. Oh yeah, think whatever you want. I have a paper and pen here. With this, write down 1 person you want to vote for as a culprit and 1 you want as a victim. Hey, Teruya. Haruhiko tried to go towards Teruya in anger as a few days ago, but as he did, he sat down on the chair because he had not eaten anything. What do you guys think? No matter how much you look at it, there's no way to get out. Other than this, right? Teruya, what's wrong with you all of a sudden? You were not like this before. I wouldn't be like this in normal times, although this is not an ordinary situation at all. Now, take the paper. Teruya, I think Teruya's opinion is fine. Hey, Uranami, not you too. We all just been fighting here all the time. Our relationship gets worse, and then everyone is going to die together. I'd rather sacrifice myself so that you all can live. What are you talking about? All of us here are going to get out without missing anyone. You're just insane because you all are hungry right now. Think better. I think we have to make a decision now. This way, although it's wrong too. If we really just stay like this, we'll all die. Drop dead. I don't think Kane, but this way... No. You can't be cannibalized in despair. More like, you cannot be eaten by despair. Everyone? Is this really the only way to do this? Rather than someone committing a murder out of malice, it may be better to make some sacrifices by agreeing this way. However, by the way, how come you got a paper? I thought Monokuma took all of our belongings. I always carry extra paper and pins in my pockets, but not my student handbook for some reason. When I changed into my party outfit, I put what was in my original clothes. I see. Then I will write it down now. Write it and pass the pen, because there's only one. Hey, wait. You guys, what the heck are you doing? Saying whatever you want. Is everyone going crazy now? But this way is the best. Maybe. Maeda, even you? Wake up, guys. You can't do this. Suffering from continued hunger, sharpened nerves, a relationship that was breaking apart because of one desire to end it all. Normal thinking becomes impossible. Maybe Monokuma was aiming for this all along. Just when I tried to get the paper from Teruya without realizing, then... What a show. Kinjo? What are you here for? Didn't you say you wouldn't be with us? Look at your own situation now. Are you trying to agree with each other and decide who should die? What a great murder plan. Wrong, all these guys are just insane because of their hunger. They aren't the type who would do such a thing. But there's no other way. Kinjo, please, how can we survive? I didn't want to ask you for anything, but... There's no one else to trust except you. Maeda has turned weird. Damn it. If you stay, I'll do whatever to follow, so please save us. You can do it. Can you? Did you give up too? There's one thing. A way around it. Of course, a way that does not involve killing. What? That can't be. How do you propose to solve the situation? Wait, Kinjo, what are you doing? Why a gun? Why? It's just something I found in the arsenal. Who would know that? Why did you hand me a pistol? This is the only salvation. I give every one of you one pistol. You shall use it. Let's all commit suicide together. With an insane laughter, it wasn't Kinjo at all. Cold sweat, mad eyes. He wasn't in the proper mind right now either. I could see that Kinjo was in a more crazy state than any of us. What bullshit? Are you crazy? Wrong, you guys are the ones that are crazy. You're trying to kill someone. It's better to scrape and die, to starve and die, than kill people to get out of here. Then why don't you just do it yourself? Why are you telling us to commit suicide? Even if I'm comfortable by committing this act, there is a 100% chance that all of you will remain to commit murder. So I'm going to see you all commit suicide and then I'll die. Don't you want to have responsibility to the end? Or... this maniac asshole. Ah. You better not think about rebelling. I'm going to make you all commit suicide by force. Do you think you guys, high school students, can beat me in the real world? Kobuzzing. Don't be ridiculous. You're going to force suicide? That's just murder. This is attempted murder. Even if this is treated as murder, you guys also plan to kill to vote by voting for someone to kill. Am I wrong? Didn't I tell you that a killer is no longer a human? You can't just say kill in order to live. And even if this is a sin, it's okay, because I'll immediately follow you guys. Don't come near me. This is criminal. Oh, are you gonna rebel? Teruya, you were the one who I heard from the outside who wanted to choose a victim. If you had made such an offer, you should have been prepared yourself to die. Why would you be scared of suicide? You just want to be safe at the expense of others. Isn't that right? Say me, I don't want to die. It's not me, the one who's going to kill. You are, on your own. So who wants to start? Come on, kill yourself. Kinjo, stop it. Maeda, you tried to find weapons in the arsenal a while ago. You even had the desire to agree with Teruya. In many ways, it's disappointing. Guck. Grab that crazy Kinjo. Kane Taira, I don't want to see you even if you are a woman. That's even more than a woman with a history of attempted murder like you. Right. Wow. Kobuzzing. It's a waste of time. Besides, I also have a limit to my hunger. So I want to be comfortable soon. You better quit this useless battle and let us all become comfortable together. With this decision is the only one to save you guys. Save us? Because you forced me to save you. As a result, I was rejected by you and made you think of you as a criminal. But now only I can save you now. All together now, let's get out of this terrible reality, freeing ourselves from suffering forever. Kinjo, you are out of your mind. It's been a few days ago. It's been a few days. You seemed odd ever since then. After Yuhara's trial, as you question your own mindset. What? Till now, black and white have been clearly separated, with only one heart that wants to protect the people while carrying out your own justice. But you rebuked Yuhara for committing murder with the same conviction. And then you heard Yuhara's words to you and you realized how other people think of yourself or something like that. To us, after the murder game began, now after all the things you've done in your life, as a police officer, have looked that way in the eyes of others. The more you thought about it, the more you couldn't figure out what to do. You realized all the things you had been doing so far were in vain. Am I wrong? Shut up. It's not like you use violence against us right now. It's not like? You can say it sarcastically. Even asking everyone to commit suicide is proof that you can't control your own mind. I told you to shut up! You're talking about a subject you know nothing about. Mannequin. It was for a single moment. Kinjo, who was rushing to me without able to control his emotions, stumbled over the ground part of the carpet at ghostly timing. Now. What should we do? He's tied up now. Without missing our time, when Kinjo lost his balance and fell, Taira rushed and used the tablecloth to snatch him. Now Kinjo was completely prisoner-like, with no hands or feet, and tied hands and feet and gagged in the mouth. Kinjo, this guy, to think he was really crazy. If we don't do this, he'll kill us all. We can't help it. Rather than kill Kinjo, he's trying to get us to commit suicide. That's it. It's not considered suicide at the point where you're forcing someone to commit it. And it's a big deal, by the way. It was hard to do this because I was hungry, but he was moving so violently that it was really dangerous just now. Somehow we have to, Kobazing, don't overdo it. You were hit pretty hard. It's not because my wounds hurt. My stomach, I think the gastric juice is reflexing. Because of Kinjo, we consumed more stamina, which was insufficient even if we were spared from the situation. In order to overcome this, we have to take policy, but that means that we can only make extreme choices like Teruya or Kinjo. Because of that choice, my physical strength is exhausted. If we try to escape somehow, it'll be hard to get back again. None of us have already been able to come up with a solution. Hey, what do we do about Kinjo? It's dangerous to leave him first at Kijo's room. Lock the door and drop him there. But if we lock it, how will Kijo come out with his hands and feet tied up? We won't be able to open it from the outside. Is it really the time to worry about Kinjo? Even our lives and deaths are unclear. Just like our lifetime here. Teruya, don't sound so useless. I'll have the key to Kijo's room. Later, if our situation is resolved, I'll give it back. So what should we do from now on? Let's think each one. I guess you cannot unlock it from the inside. You need the key to go in and come out, which is a weird block design. But okay, let's think of each one separately, because otherwise you guys are gonna go wild like Kinjo or Teruya again. Why do you mention me? The paper said that you guys were agreeing to. Shut up already, Teruya. I want to crush your face right now, but I'm holding on to it because I feel like I'll die on the spot if I use up my stamina anymore. Let's do whatever Kobashikawa suggests. Just because everyone is thinking head to head here, I don't think we'll find a solution like this. And just like that, another meaningless day has passed. It was a contradiction, and I couldn't think of a solution that didn't come to my mind, even if we think about it together. Gradually, my stomach was at its limit. It didn't seem strange, even if I died right away. If you let go of my mind a little bit, it wouldn't seem strange if I died right away. If I let go of my mind for a little bit, I would close my eyes and die. I saw myself only to think at this point something. This morning announcement. It was morning. I don't know if it was okay or not. There was just an unpleasant feeling like there was a noise in my head. Already my body was not like mine. As to prove it, regardless of my will, my body started to move. Somehow, I'm going somewhere. I have to go. Can we get some murder here? The arsenal, the inside is a tightly closed door, full of inspiration. Inside the tightly closed door is a room full of inspiration. In such a closed place, there are only clues that help overcome the situation. Huh? Or there are none. Why didn't I realize? There's a way to get out of the suffering so easily. Reason and morality have already been gone out the window. Rather than waiting to die like this, The arsenal is locked? No, I don't remember seeing a lock on the door of the arsenal. This door cannot be locked. Why didn't it open? Well, what's up the fuss, Maeda? Teruya, hey there. The arsenal door doesn't open. What, who locked it? It couldn't have been locked. The door to the arsenal room doesn't have a lock mechanism. Someone locked it with something from the inside. Help me open this. Okay. What's that sound? I think something broke inside. The thing that was blocking the door inside seems to be broken. Will it open now? Yeah, I think so. What is this? It's tinnitus is what it is. At the moment of opening the door, my view is filled with a huge noise. I couldn't see anything and I couldn't hear anything. Was it a flashing grenade that's common in first-person shooter games? I felt like I was hit by that. It became impossible to know the top or bottom, left or right. It became impossible to tell whether you're standing or falling. As time passed, and as my eyesight and hearing gradually recovered, the figure of Teruya and myself began to be engraved in my eyeballs by something coming from the floor. It's smoky. My eyes are still weird. The tears don't stop. Damn it, who's doing this prank? Teruya, there's something inside. I still couldn't walk properly because my head was raining. I walked into the arsenal as if I was hooked by something. Because there was a familiar smell that I have sensed a lot in the past few weeks amongst the thick scent of the smoke. Yeah, there's no doubt that this is blood. As soon as I smelled it, my mind freezes. I couldn't accept reality. Waiting in the arsenal, the cruel reality was engraved into my eyes. With no vitality left in his life. I opened my eyes to his empty, dead eyes. The cruel reality of the death of Haruhiko Kobashikawa, the super high school level pilot. Haruhiko died. Another terrifying murder took place. The others came running soon due to the noise of the flashbang and thick smoke, and then the body discovery announcement came out. After these shocking things happened in an instant, we were eating like crazy. I ate food so vehemently, as if trying to relieve my resentment. After Haruhiko's body being discovered, Monokuma immediately provided us with food. There was so much. We could eat as much as we wanted to eat. Since the murder has occurred, we have to investigate and, of course, have a class trial. But before all of this, we were eating. After eating as much as possible to recover our stamina, we must do our best to find the culprit who killed Haruhiko. To find the culprit who couldn't stand hunger and killed a friend. We continued to eat. As Haruhiko left us, there was now only 7 people left in this place. Now we are with Kinjo and Makaru here while filling our stomachs. Everyone didn't say anything, as if it was because the shock or because they had food in front of them that they haven't seen for days. Except for one, Iranami. Haru, why? Hey, why are you being noisy? Eat or cry. Just do one at a time. It was Satsuki who was the closest to Haruhiko, so she must be the most saddened by the loss of him. Satsuki, who tried to stay as bright as possible in any situation, couldn't stand crying. Guys, listen while eating. I have a confession to make before we investigate. Actually, I was swayed a few times that I would do the killing myself a few days ago. I went in and out of the arsenal countless times. I don't have a face to show. I'm really sorry. It wasn't Maeda-kun's fault. Anyone would have been swayed by it. Actually, I hesitated again and again. Yeah, it would be weird not to go crazy. I've been just picking people to die. I've been crazy, very bad, and even though I was crazy, I deserve to die 1,000 times more than Haruhiko. Kobazing. It's not anyone's fault. The bad one is Monokuma, trying to make a murder take place. We have no choice but to go on trial again. I am satisfied. I have eaten now, so I'll begin investigating. I'll ask you to investigate as well, because you're not out of the crisis from dying. Because you can't fail the trial, can you? Wait a minute, Kinjo? What do you want? Why are you so calmly asking for cooperation? And don't you have anything to say? Aren't you the one who tried to force people to commit suicide because you were completely out of your mind? Are you not going to say you don't remember, do you? After making turmoil and being crazy? Didn't I tell you this? I won't treat you like criminals in the case of a class trial. because I want to cooperate as much as possible. And I was crazy? I don't seem to remember that. I tried to fake it. We almost died because of you. Don't be mistaken. It's just that I don't have any crazy memories. I'm not soft enough yet to blow my mind only because I was hungry. King Joe, wait a second. To say they were not crazy and say, do you mean that... What about it? In your mind, your right mind, you really were trying to kill us? In that situation, there's only one way to solve it without murder. That's crazy. You are hungry and sleeping. You are just always crazy. Why am I the one being suspected? I just acted to save you guys who didn't want to become preliminary criminals. I didn't wish our... who didn't want to become criminals, you mean? What do you mean save? Death is not eternal rest. What is this? Well, Autori has some opinions about death. A cult or religion? So, Autori, are you like an atheist of some sort? You want a word of apology from me? For me to say an apology means admitting that I did something wrong and express my apology. I did nothing wrong here. If you're looking for apologies, you guys should be the ones to do it. You tied me up and confined me. Right now we're going back and forth on the trial now. But at least I know how to take responsibility for my actions. You damned. Terita, stop it. Kinjo, just as I thought, you are being very strange now. You simply hate crime. But it's not just that. The mood has completely changed from before. Kinjo himself doesn't know what's best for anyone because of what you're being weird, isn't it? I told you to shut up, Maeda. Whatever both sides says, it remains on the verge of class trial anyway. Focus on the investigation, not on this bullshit. Kinjo-kun gets mad like that. It's really strange, as Maeda-kun said. That guy, what happened? Why is he acting like that? Just a few things. Well, maybe it's for the best. As he said, the fact that we're in the verge of a class trial remains the same. Don't think just because we're free from here, it's all over. Damn it, why does it have to be like this? Maeda, I understand you have mixed feelings. You guys are right. But for now, let's focus on the investigation. Oh. Tatsuki, you too. For Haru's sake, okay? Yeah. Prior to the investigation, we changed from our party outfits to our casual clothes that we no longer needed to wear. As we no longer need to wear the party outfits, Zephirum. As a result, I was able to recover my student handbook and made it easier to move. Although Haruhiko's death was the cause of our escape, it would be in vain if the truth was not revealed at the subsequent class trial. It's the same story all over again. Kinjo, there are many problems ahead, but as my friend said, let's focus on the problem in front of us. The class trial is not to be taken lightly at all, and not to be faced with thoughts that could disrupt our reasoning. I'll have to investigate from here on out as well. It was the arsenal where the body was found. It was a lot better than before. And the smoke was still in full view at the time the smoke was still filling my view when the door was opened. Haruhiko always tried to stay bright and keep us from dying. I have a different mind when my heart thinks about my friends, huh? Even at this time when I was in the ballroom, everyone was going crazy. I accidentally went to the next line. Something was erasing our minds, even though I was on the verge of killing. Why did it end up like this? I will reveal them. Because of his death, we are alive. I'll never make your death in vain. I'll survive for Haruhiko's sake. Yay.